If someone asks you how trade-based financing works in an Islamic bank, can you explain? Let us understand through the story of Ahmed. Ahmed, a toy dealer, needs to purchase a new stock of toys for his business. Unfortunately, he cannot afford to purchase his new stock at an outright price due to lack of funds. Knowing the ruling that God has permitted trade and forbidden interest, and having heard about how Islamic banking supports businesses on trading-based structures, he decides to approach an Islamic bank to finance his purchases. Ahmed explains to the banking officer that he needs to purchase 10,000 units of a toy item from ABC company for 100 rupees each. Understanding Ahmed's needs, the banking officer recommends a Murabaha-based financing solution. Simply put, Murabaha is a trade transaction between a buyer and a seller, involving the sale of a commodity with the cost of goods and profit known to both parties. So, how does Murabaha work in a banking context? The officer goes on to explain that the bank will initially undertake the role of the buyer and purchase the stock of toys from ABC company as per Ahmed's requirements, along with Ahmed's consent that he will purchase the same stock from the bank with a profit of 5 rupees on each item. An agent may be appointed by the bank to carry out this purchase transaction on behalf of the bank with the supplier. In this case, Ahmed would be appointed as the agent. Having purchased the stock and taken the risk of ownership, the bank will now take the role of the seller and will sell each toy to Ahmed at 105 rupees as per his initial agreement to purchase the stock of toys. He also undertakes to pay for the goods either on an installment basis or as a one-off payment on a pre-agreed future date. Now the relationship between Ahmed and the bank is that of a buyer and seller, whereby the ownership along with the risk and reward is now transferred to Ahmed upon close of the sale. So how is this different to a conventional loan? The key difference lies in the contract structure. Murabaha is a sale contract while the conventional loan is an interest-based lending agreement. Unlike a conventional loan, a facility under the Murabaha-based sale structure does not permit the Islamic bank to profit from charging late payment fees or burdening customers with other snowballing interest upon interest charges, as the selling price has already been agreed. In summary, Murabaha is a sale-based transaction. The relationship between the customer and the bank is that of a buyer and seller. The bank initially purchases the goods the customer requires and sells them to the customer with a profit, which is disclosed to the customer in advance. At one point of time, the ownership of the goods and all associated risks are borne by the bank. The customer can pay the bank on an installment basis within an agreed period or as a one-off payment at a pre-agreed future date. The bank cannot profit from any late payment fees. Now that Ahmed was convinced he is looking forward for more Murabaha-based financing for other stock items he retails at his toy store, he also recommended the same Murabaha solution to a friend who wanted to purchase a personal laptop but did not have enough money to buy it outright. Similar to Ahmed, you too can benefit from Murabaha to finance your business as well as personal purchases such as furniture, electronics, household appliances, and much more. So now that you know, the next time someone asks you how trade-based financing, or in other words, Murabaha works, you can enlighten them. Amana Bank. It's your bank.